In this video, I'm going to teach you some really helpful tools for taking screenshots, that is, pictures of your screen without whipping out your phone and taking a photo of your screen. Because if you've ever seen a photo of a screen, it looks awful. Screenshots are the way to go. So let's go to the desktop of the computer, and you know what? Let's just start with a screenshot. On your keyboard, you probably have a button up in the top right-ish, and that button is labeled Print Screen. It might be abbreviated PRNT SCRN or something along those lines. That button is to take a screenshot. And by tapping that button on your computer, you can open up this little screenshot tool. And it kind of makes the entire screen look a little bit dark because it's given you this new crosshairs, and you can see the crosshairs moving around on the screen there. And that is how you highlight an area where you want to take a screenshot. So, you know what? I'm going to hit escape and close that because I don't have anything on my desktop to take a screenshot of. But I'm going to open it up here, open up my File Explorer, and I'm going to hit Print Screen again, and that's going to open up my tool, and then I can click and drag and take a screenshot of whatever I want. That's cool. It shows up this little shortcut that says, hey, you took a screenshot. Neat. Well, that's cool. What am I going to do with that screenshot? So the first thing we need to do is find where that screenshot went. And thankfully, it's stored right here in our quick access directory, Pictures. We can open up Pictures, open up Screenshots, and there is our screenshot. And if I open that up, it might ask you what you want to use to open it up. I've opened it up in Paint. You can use a different program, and we'll talk about that maybe another time. And I'm just going to select the pencil tool, draw with this red pencil, and circle the Pictures directory. This is a really useful tool if you're asking for help, if you're trying to find something, if you're running into issues in some way, you can send somebody a screenshot of whatever it is that you're seeing on your screen, and they might be able to use that to understand where you're at. Or if you're like me and you're making a tutorial or an explanation of how to do something, you can use those screenshots to point out specific things on the screen. So that's one tool. I'm not going to save the changes. I don't need those. So just pressing Print Screen is one way to do that. You can also, if you'll notice up at the top, there's the little picture. That's for a screenshot. Next to that is a little video, and you can actually take a little screen recording of what is going on your screen. So if there's something funky going on and you want to understand what's going on, you can highlight, again, just like before, you can click and drag and highlight a specific section and click the little button up at the top to start the recording. And 3, 2, 1, countdown. And now that little section is highlighted on our screen, and whatever is in that box will be recorded. And when we stop the video, screen recordings are automatically saved to the screen recordings folder, which is probably a good idea. And we can play that back and see, oh, I opened that and moved some stuff around. So that's all very well and good. But what if I don't want a screenshot of one specific little square on my screen? What if I want a screenshot of everything on my screen? Well, I can go to that Print Screen menu and click on the snipping mode. This is using a tool that's built into Windows called Snipping Tool. And I can choose to snip a window, the full screen, or a free-form, whatever shape that I want. So if I want the whole screen, I can do full screen instantly. As soon as I select that, it takes that screenshot. Now, maybe you're panicking and saying, I don't have a print screen button. I don't know what to do. Thankfully, Windows has accounted for that and given us another shortcut. That is the Windows key, Shift, S. And if you press all three of those, the Shift, Windows key, and S, it will do the same thing. Open up the snipping tool, and you can select a rectangle and take whatever screenshots that you want exactly the same way. Now, let's say you're not very good with keyboard shortcuts, and you don't want to have to remember the print screen button, or if you don't have the print screen button, the Windows Shift S combination. Well, thankfully, that application, the snipping tool, is one that you can just open. So if we click on the little Windows menu and type snipping tool or start typing snipping tool, it shows up and we can open that up and we have the same option. So we can choose to select what kind we want. We can select a snip or a recording, and we can click new, and that will allow us to take a new screenshot And again, just like always, it's automatically saved here in that folder. You could choose not to do that and just have them copied to your clipboard, but I find it very useful to have them in a folder because if I'm going to use them, odds are maybe I want to drag it into an email or drag it into a document or drag it into a blog post or drag it into something, and maybe I have to do that a couple times to get it exactly the way I want it and where I want it, and so it's helpful to have it in a file there on my computer. Now, if you remember, I took a screen recording, but where's that? That's not showing up here on this list. That's because, as you might have guessed, it's not a picture, it's a video. So where might the screen recording be? It's going to be back in our home, back in our videos folder. There's that screen recording that we took. And just like when I screen recorded that little square or took a screenshot of the little square, you can take a screenshot of the whole screen or a video, a screen recording of the entire screen using that same snipping tool. And that's how you take screenshots in Windows. Super easy, super useful, and way, way, way better looking than taking a photo of your screen with your phone. So please use your screenshot tools.